You know, like when Drake says, she says, "Kiss me like you love me and fuck me like you hate me." They want that shit. They want to get fucked like we hate them.
Yeah, but okay, well, we don't gotta argue to do that. I do that anyway.
No, but see,
Watching me, this could get interesting. Oh, you get money, well, how are you spending it? Is it your passion or is it about Benjamins? Is it about cash or the fact that you didn't quit? Talk to me, let's sip some wine. Discussion about future, the past and the grind. What's an excuse when it's last on your mind? I love what you do, may I ask for your time?
Talk to me. Welcome to the Talk to Me podcast. I'm your favorite host on the East Coast, Don Worman. As you can see, we got Reah and Tyke in the house, the Zoom, or whatever you want to call it. How y'all doing? It's
good.
Thursday, man.
I'm gonna say the same thing every single time. It's Thursday. It's about to be Friday tomorrow. When this podcast comes out, Halloween's gonna be done.
You said it's supposed to be Friday tomorrow? It is gonna be Friday.
It is gonna be Friday. Well, it's about to be tomorrow, which is Friday. But it'll be Halloween for all of us. So I know y'all had that spooky.
Hey, does Saturday every year? No, right?
No.
I don't even know, bro.
It don't, right?
Mm-mm.
I didn't think so.
It just varies. I remember one day Halloween was like on a Tuesday or something like that, and it was we got to celebrate the weekend before.
Supposed to celebrate Halloween the weekend before. So say Halloween is on Wednesday.
Oh, I knew you. I was like, don't say Wednesday.
You do it the weekend before, or do you do it the last weekend of October?
I'd say weekend before because it's still
last
October.
Weekend of October. Whenever the last weekend is.
Right. I feel like it's the last weekend of October.
But you know what would happen? Niggas would celebrate it both weekends.
I know.
Like
you
savages.
Celebrate Halloween in November. I'm sorry. That is just nasty.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's trashy.
That was like us in San Diego last year. Oh. It was November 1st on Saturday, and we was dressed up thinking like, oh, we celebrating the whole week. We was the only folks dressed up. That's what I knew. Okay.
I forgot about that joint. And they celebrated the weekend before, but we was like, fuck it, we here.
Yeah, no. Halloween was on a Friday out there. Like we were definitely gonna celebrate one night. Our dumbasses tried to celebrate the whole weekend though. Thursday, Saturday.
Hey, we didn't try, we did. Fuck out of here. We did. And my man had the Goku joint on, or the what's his name? Mr. Me.
I had the Master Roshi joint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Had my beard,
cute.
All that.
That joint was funny as shit.
You had a little ball cap. I saw. That was cute.
That's funny.
Yeah.
As I was scrolling down, I think it was yesterday. I was scrolling down IG and shit, like going through the story, and I seen Christian Dior, huh? Christian Dior.
Yo, it's quarantine, man.
What's good, Reah? You know what I'm saying? Blew a bag yesterday. I see. You know,
yes.
Blew a bag.
I thought I deserved a new bag, so
I feel you.
I decided to go and splurge. I bought the bag earlier in October, but the bitch got lost in Jersey. Bruh, I was going
on delivery.
Shit. Yes, I was calling it was by USPS. I was calling USPS every single day. I was like, bruh, where is my bag? It is like, I told them, I was like, it's an expensive package, like all this stuff. And they're like, it'll come. Like, it's just lost somewhere. We can't do nothing about it. And I'm like, y'all, this like, I could cancel the transaction and like, I could get my money back. But I just was all like, bro, I was giving it. I gave it like 20 some days.
Cost?
The bag itself is a lot.
Hey, Tyke, it's called Google, my nigga. We can find that out.
It's pretty expensive.
People be so pressed on the bag, like to me, because I don't care about a bag like that. Like I don't care about buying no Supreme bag, no Birkin bag, no Gucci bag, like none of that. I never understood that, like why that was such an appeal. Like to me, that motherfucker is a bag. Like I remember
I can understand that, but for me, I prefer so I didn't start buying designer actually until quarantine, which is funny. But the bag itself, I got it one because it holds its value forever. So let's just say I get tired of it, I can resell it for almost as much as what I bought it for. So it holds its value. And two is that the actual integrity of the bag will stay a lot longer versus if I were to spend like $80, which is still a reasonable price. There's nothing wrong with that. But
how much it costs. What's it?
It's a Lady Dior two-way Morris pearl bag. Everybody who watches this now gotta go Google how much the bag is. It's a Lady Dior Maris pearl bag. So
For real? This is what I would say. Like because I used to think what Taiki just said.
Are you
too.
Googling it too?
But for real, bags. Would you say if you had to compare bags for women, what would you compare that to a clothing item for guys?
I would say, well, in price, it depends. I would say watches, like those are also pieces. Like if you get a good watch, I feel like those hold its value. I would never ever compare it to shoes because I feel like shoes, you're not going to get that much money back because it's on your feet. It's not going to resell. It's not a piece that can keep its value like that. Honestly, I would say
you just can't destroy them.
You shitted on my argument. I was going to say shoes, but you make sense. Yep.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be shoes. It would be watches. You can resell a watch as long as you keep it in good condition. So
2, 4, 6, 8 watches factory resale. They appreciate.
That's the only thing that really belts get abused and shoes get abused. Everything else is gonna get worn and tossed in the washer. The dry, like that's really.
And like in the women's world, like bags and vintage bags and stuff are sold at like high prices. What is it? There's a guy who bought, and there's a lot of dudes actually who buy Birkins instead of stocks, just for the sole fact of depending on what kind of bags you get, the valuation might go up or down if it's just like rare. I mean, some shoes are like that, like the J's that just came out. But those are like if you've never worn them and you keep them and it's just like a collector piece. For the most part, girls wear a bag at least once or twice. You can't wear a shoe and then sell it and try to expect it to sell, for a lot more unless you're like deep cleaning that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you can.
Nah, the value in the shoe is it being dead stock, not worn.
Yeah.
So those shoes that just came out today, those 5, right? Say if I wear them one time, you don't think I can resell them for a lot more in 2 months?
I mean, now the resale value is at like $700 for right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, but the money within the shoe is right now. Yeah, you can make triple you buy on the shoe, but like in a year from now, it's going to be 4 times or 5 times. 2 years from now, 6 times because the quantity gets lower. To find a brand new shoe 2 years from when it's released is hard because it's minimal quantities. That's why if you got the capital to buy shoes and you can put them on ice, you're gonna get your money back in a year's time.
Yeah.
And something like I check back this time next year. I bet those joints are like $1,500 shoes.
I'm so sad. Well, yeah, you saw the 3s. Those shits are selling for like over $1,000. That's what blows my mind.
UNC
wasn't it the 3s or was it the 4s that came out? The off-white ones?
Yeah, off-white 4s. Yeah.
Yeah, they were the 4s. I thought they were the 3s. My bad.
Are they black and green or black and white?
They're completely cream colored. They're off-white colored.
Oh my God. Them bitches are OD.
Yeah.
For sure.
But even those a year from now, I mean, like they're gonna go. You could probably sell those used in like a year if you keep them half-ass clean for like $1,000.
What is it? The off-white ones that came out too, those are all like the valuation of those are all insane.
They're collabs though. That should be blown. It's just all hype beast shit.
Yeah. I sat in line and sat in line on the sneakers app. Bruh, they had me waiting for 20 minutes and I was hyped. I was so sure I was about to get them. And I fucking get them. And I said, fuck it. I was like, whatever, dude.
Back in the day when I was a young ass kid, if you want to get the shoes,
you sat outside
and you sat in line. Like if you wanted to get the shoes.
Done that shit?
Yeah, boy, I waited 14 hours one time.
For what?
My cousin did that. You can't do it now because of COVID, but
I got the Concords like back in 2011 when they released. Boy, we took a credit card, opened the mall door, ran in there. Everyone lost their sandals and shit. Boy, it was hectic.
See, at least I feel like I would rather wait in line than wait
got the little
digitally.
We just waited outside.
I don't know nothing about that. I wore J's.
But like not all shoes. That was just a sought after. Any regular shoe that you wanted to get, if you just got to there like 2 hours before a store opened, you're probably the first or second person in line. Then you're gonna get your shoe. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like it was so many robberies and shit back then, and like fucking
people like, dying too.
So they had to switch to this shit, and then it just becomes such a fucking. Like,
now it's bullshit because people have bots and stuff that should be pissing me off. I'm like, bro.
That's just like.
I got what was it? For my J's that I just bought, I think a couple weeks ago or whatever, the blue ones. I was lucky and I got those, but those also, it was like a woman's Jordan.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not that many people were like crying over it. The resale is still there, but it's not like how these were. Ugh.
Do y'all know if like when Jordan was playing, were they like this popular?
They were popular, yeah, but they
like
were
this popular. You think?
I mean, it's not just Jordan.
People didn't have money like that.
Sneaker game that's popular because there's value in it, especially if you make it in limited quantities. Like that's where the value comes in, bro. Is when it's not like a general release
exclusive.
It's just like, okay, we're only gonna make 1 million pairs. That ain't shit in comparison to how many people are trying to get them. So it's hard. Half of those people are gonna wear the fuck out of them. So take 500,000. That the other 250 are going to wear them lightly, and the other 250 are going to put them on ice. People are looking for brand new shoes, so the 250 that have them on ice, the value just going to go up and up and up and up and up again because you're not going to release them for like another 8 years. And it's just like if they modify the shoe, they make them the way they were back in '85. Like there's all a bunch of shit that goes in within the shoe, and that's how like it's bullshit, man. Just like for people like me, resell shoes. Like I buy my shoes to wear my shoes. It's ass.
The reason why I say that
I bought mine, and when I posted that I got them, Jesus is like, what you about to do with them? And I was like, I'm gonna resell them. And then I got them, I put them, I was like, damn. I was like, I can't. I was like, I'm keeping them. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting on Saturday for the what is it? The new ones to drop. The ones that have the exact same colorway as the Travis Scott shoes.
Yeah.
So I know I ain't gonna get those either, but I want to get those to see maybe if I can try to resell them. But I'm probably gonna end up keeping them if I get it. I don't know. They're just cute. It's something you want to add to your collection. I feel like that's like a classic. It's a nice shoe. So we'll see how those go.
The reason why I asked is because you know how like for real, how often do you see people wear LeBrons? Because I was wondering, like 10 years from now, do you think people are gonna start rocking LeBrons?
LeBron joints are strictly hooping shoes, though.
Yeah.
Jordan style shoes, that hooping shoes that turn into style shoes.
I would say those are now street fashion shoes. Yeah. Like, and the thing that's crazy is like ones had always been popular. They've always been popular, but I feel like they didn't get this popular until recently because of like TikTok and like all these sneakerheads. Huh?
What are you referring to?
I'm talking about Jordan 1s. I feel like they've always been popular, but they just recently got even more popular with the younger kids because of sneakerheads and stuff like that who have their thing. So I'm like, these are kids who don't even know like the classics and stuff like that, and they're just getting them just to get them. And I'm like, bruh, like, oh.
They ruined the Jordan 1 for sure, for me at least. Like they just put out a new one every fucking week, and it's just like they're deteriorating.
I was about to say it's like everything, and so I'm hopefully trying to get the satin shattered backboards.
Good luck. So, that's a band at least.
So since he's somewhat related to LeBron, it used to be his teammate Shaq. So I was
I to say me. I was like, oh yeah.
You wish. So I was like, scrolling on YouTube, looking at videos and shit. And a lady named Moniece Slaughter used to date Shaq. He said basically when he seen her, he was like, yo, I'm trying to cuff. I'm done being a player. Yada, yada, yada. Obviously she felt
that's what he said.
That's what he said. So she fell for it because of Shaq. Like who wouldn't want to date Shaq? Pause. And so I guess, he might have went back to his old ways and she kept on asking him all these questions. So he ended up breaking up with her simply because she kept on asking all these questions. Obviously, I don't know the full story, but it makes me want to ask you guys, what is the pettiest thing y'all have had to stop talking to a woman for, or a male, or
the pettiest thing?
A male woman for?
Someone's voice. I was younger, and so this dude had like slid into I don't know if it was IG DMs or MySpace, something. I don't know. It was a long time ago. And so he was like, oh yeah, like this is before like texting, like he used to talk on the phone. So the dude was like, oh, okay, well bet, like I got your number, like I'll call. I was like, oh, okay. Bro, when I picked up and I heard, I think the conversation, I kept it 5 minutes. I was like, damn, I'm so sorry. Like, I gotta go. That was it. I was like, I just couldn't. The voice, oh my God, it was so high pitched. It was so,
oh, wow.
Like, I couldn't do it. It was so petty. I feel so bad because I'm pretty sure the guy in general is a great person. I couldn't look past it.
I mean, what do you consider talking though? Like talking for an extended period of time, or like you just met him, you like, I know this is not going on a second date. Like,
whatever you wanna put it. It could be just met her, y'all talking, fucking, dating, whatever.
I have so many petty teeth, voice. I got the shoes, car.
I got something, but it's kind of like violation. I don't know if I want to say it.
Sure. Well, like we always say, no one's listening. Hey, I won't put this one on the IG story.
Yeah, don't put this part. It'll be sick.
Weird. I'm already hip.
Pretty much. I'll make a long story short.
How you know?
I'm just guessing. Why else?
Oh, no. I mean, whenever, like, pretty much make a long story short. Because I don't want this to be listens to, and I'll feel bad because
I won't put it on there. It's all good.
Nah, you can put it on there. Just don't put this section on the story. Anyways, make a long story short. I hang out with this girl. We're hanging out for like a month and a half, maybe 2 months, chatting, bullshit, whatever. Blah. Go out a couple of dates and go back to our house this night. You know, I go like I'm sorry.
This motherfucker would skip. He would skip.
No. Okay, wait.
Good. All right, say the shit again, nigga. Say it again.
What?
It messed up. You froze.
You went to her house and then what?
All right. So anyway, we went out at her house, whatever. You know, kicking it, reviving. Girl with vibing. She ran my pockets a couple times for dinner, but I was just like, fuck it, I don't care. Like I'm fucking with this girl. Anyway, so go back to the crib. And, so it's late, you know, we've been drinking. So I'm like, I'm gonna see what's up. Like, you know, I like go in the sheets, I slide down on her real quick. Boy, when I tell you, I don't think this woman has ever shaved in her entire life. Her entire life, bro. I mean, I'm talking about like, I was like,
my man said life.
Fool. I'm coming down. Like, I kid you not, bro. I can't, boy. And so you know I'm already down there. So I'm like, golly, can't come up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's how I got the mustache.
Yeah. Boy, I came back up, boy. Man, I rolled over, man. I ain't do nothing after that, boy. I was so sick. Left the crib the next day. She didn't hear from me.
Man.
Yeah.
Did you ever mention anything? Did you even hit that like?
No, I was like, so like, I just had never encountered something like that. Like, you know, you don't shave your legs, you know, you get a little pricklies, you know, you don't know someone's coming over, you ain't tighten yourself up. Like that's like shit that everyone goes through. But I'm talking about like bush. Like I was just really coming back because I was blown. I was like, I like this girl. I was like, but this I can't do.
That's sick, nigga.
So,
well, I'm assuming this was like an unplanned happening that y'all like.
Nah, fuck that. That's hairy as hell.
Right, but
like,
I mean, unplanned.
Okay, little pricklies. Like, okay, all right, little prickly. I like a little prick, little salt on my chip, but hair, like afro, I can pick that joint like this.
No,
your shit like this, boy.
Bush,
like this.
Yeah.
Nah.
This might be her thing then at that point.
Right. You know, she might like to fucking take her shoes off and be in tune with the earth and shit. That's what I was like.
Yeah, nah, for real. I think she was a little bit older. At that point, that's like a personal thing. You know.
But like you can't tell someone that, yo, like make sure you tighten that up. Like come on.
Well, yeah, I mean, I appreciate that you didn't say anything to her to like her self-confidence, which was grown of you to do. But I think it's funny. But yeah, at this point, everyone has their preferences. And I'll be honest, I feel like at the age we all are at, I think we have already chose and figured out our grooming schedules and how we do what we do and what our preferences are. Some prefer beards and some prefer landing strips and balds and bushes or nothing at all. So, I mean, yeah, at this point, then, she just probably, this is what she doing. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
That's her thing. It just wasn't mine. You know what I mean? That's all.
True.
But
See, I got one, but I don't know if the people deserve it this early.
Why? What you mean they don't deserve it?
You remember that the DR trip?
Oh God.
Yeah.
I should wait. Should I wait?
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna wait.
It's good. It's good stuff, bro.
I'm gonna wait for that one. All right.
Don't do the dude like
I think
that.
mine was probably just how like I talked to her for a minute. Funny thing is, I got stories for days about her, but it's just like her laugh and like how loud she would get. She would do the screech anytime she would get happy. It would fucking piss me off.
I know that chick.
And I used to be like, "Yo, this bitch is annoying." So yeah.
Yeah.
After yada 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 yada.
Oh my God, I'm dead.
We'll keep it there though. But
see, yours is a little bit like some of those make sense because it's all like there's some things you try to look past and you can't, and it's like I feel like for sure the whole like screeching, the laughing, you can only take so much of like stuff like that.
Have you excited a lot and laughing a lot. So that means you're gonna be doing that bullshit a lot. So I can't fuck with it. I can't fuck with it.
Yo,
I can't be laughing and pissed at the same time.
Also, right? No bullshit. Every time you laugh, you end mad.
Facts. Hit the guy.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
When you get married, look at this. They say you need to pick the worst quality in your partner that you get past in the beginning, you know, because you really fuck with him or her. Get past when you get married and you guys are there for a couple years. It gets heightened. It pisses you off a little more as the years go on and the years go on.
Yeah.
Like if he or she leave peanut butter on a spoon and don't wash it out when they throw it in the sink. At first you got but then
no, that's if you leave egg yolk on your plate and you don't rinse it off before you leave it in the sink. You the devil yourself because that shit is impossible to wash off.
That's why you know Tyke Dad the OG. Don't Tyke be on here sounding like an old head.
I know, right? I'm like, the hell. I'm trying to think if I've had something that's similar like that, but I don't think mine honestly was just like.
Could you imagine after like 20 years, you've been like, for 20 years, you ain't put the egg yolk in the I've been doing this shit for 20 years.
20 years!
You know, like 20 years of this bullshit.
Oh my God, that geeks.
So since we're on females, like we always like to talk about, and males in relationships and shit, Reah, I think the guys are gonna definitely want to hear this answer from a lady like yourself, because you seem to have insight on things like this. So once again, I was scrolling down my timeline, and for those of you who have heard of Justin LeBoy, here's one of his quotes, and if you haven't heard it, fuck it. So it says, "I like my man to tell me what to do, but I ain't gonna do that shit. But I love how it sounds." Could you break that down? Why females love it? Love a man.
I'll break that down. But first, I want to get y'all's opinion. What do y'all think of that? When you read something like that, what do y'all think? This bitch is fucking stupid.
Go first.
Yeah, I want to hear what y'all have to say about stuff like that.
You want me to go, Tyke, or you got it?
Go after you. I'll follow up.
At first, I didn't get it, but I kind of get it now. A woman just wants a man because like their whole life, like attractive woman or just any type of woman, majority of the time they hear a lot of yes. They got a lot of yes men. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're dealing with a yes man, he's not gonna really tell you what to do. He's just gonna bow down and put you up like a trophy type shit. So I'm thinking a girl wants a man that's gonna tell him what to do, like has his own way of doing things. Obviously not in a rude way, but like try to put you in your place type shit. And I guess it's sexy to them. The same way I like when my woman give me attitude is probably vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like I like it when my girl, I'm wilding. I like it when a girl I'm talking to like gives me attitude. It's like sexy. So that's my explanation, I guess.
Like it.
I don't like either. Don't give me no attitude and don't fucking don't. That'd be bringing back to the point like women just want to start some shit just cause all the just been good.
That tweet, by the way.
Yeah, I did too. Wildin'.
I was about to say something, and I was like, "Nah, this Tyke." I was like,
"I gotta follow Tyke." Tyke, what's your change your fucking joint from Gary's phone iPhone? Change it to your Twitter handle. Goddamn it! I need that.
I'll do it at the end. I don't know if I can.
All good. But what's your breakdown, you think?
But man, I really don't know, like, cause I know like I have seen that before where women be like, ooh, like, you know, they just like to get men angry. They like to see him get frustrated. Like, I told many women in my life, like, I've mastered the art of like being like very passive and calm. It's like, why do you want me to be angry? Why? Why do you want me to give you this tone? Like, why are you trying to drag this out of me? I don't get it. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I never understood that. I don't understand it. And I think women like the dominance or like to know that that's in you or whatever. But then it'd be like,
Sure.
You gonna be mad all day? Like, oh, okay. Like, you know, do shit like that. All right, now you pissing me off. Like, so I don't know. I don't really have a good answer for that, but I know women do that.
So basically for the most part, Dom, you got it. I feel like it's more on the behalf. Now, I cannot relate to that whatsoever.
Don't act like RJ don't be putting you in your place. Stop playing. All right, keep going.
I mean, I just can't take attitude like that. And I'll be so quick to be like, what's the attitude for? Like, I can't do it. I'm like, there's no, but I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of women, and I can assume why, but I don't want to completely.
It's the woman that don't want to work.
Say it, goddammit.
No, but I feel like they want, for some reason, they have this crazy fantasy of having like this crazy, assertive, sexy man. Like, right. You seen where it's all like, bitch, go make me a sandwich. And she's just all like, oh my God, I ain't gonna make you a sandwich, but I like that he told me to make him a sandwich. I'm like, it's just this whole thing of like, and I also feel like it's all media portrayal of like, I want this big ass bad man who's just going to like, yeah, tell me what to do and boss me around. And I'm like, in reality, you really don't want it because the tweet don't say it at all. It's all like, I ain't going to do it, but I like hearing them. So I'm like, and essentially you just want to be problematic. It's just all
problematic. Like. Bro, problematic.
And the thing is, like, that shit all cool and cute till he hit your ass. And then you like, oh my God, he hit me. Like, come on now. Like, that shit reminds me of like a relationship that I was in 6 years ago, right? Like, y'all know me, I be chilling. I don't really be arguing and all that shit. And it just reminds me of like a girl I used to talk to. She wanted to pick up. I might be wilding.
Air it out today, brother. Today.
Nah. Okay, say she wanted me to pick up something, and I was like, nah, I can't fuck with it. And she kept on like trying to get it out of me, like, go, why you being a pussy? Why you being a pussy? Like really pushing my buttons until I went off on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get why. If I say no because I can't, why do you keep pushing till you get me to that boiling point? It don't make any fucking sense. So I was just giving y'all that story, but it was a little bit deeper than that.
I mean, and essentially it's that because I'm like, and we all know
like that shit.
Like, for the most part, it's like you keep poking and trying. You can wake up that bear inside, and then y'all go off, and then we sit there and start crying because it's like you were mean. Yeah. I mean, I won't lie. I've done that once or twice before because I was pissed, and I'm like, if I'm mad, you gotta be fucking mad too. But you can't be mad at me. And I finally poked him enough to where he did something, and I just sat there and I was just fucking pissed. I was like, good, now both of us pissed off. Right. I've had those moments. I've done that, but
mad though, I'll be blown. I'm like, we going to sleep mad now on some dumb shit because you over here fucking trying to prove a point to yourself.
Nah, they probably this kind of reminds me of you know, like when Drake she says kiss me like you love me and fuck me like you hate me. They want that shit. They want to get fucked like we hate them.
Yeah, but okay, well we don't gotta argue to do that. I do that anyway.
No, but see, it doesn't. For the girls, it doesn't play because it's not like I want some anger in there. I want you to do it like you don't like me, like you're mad at me. Apparently, there's a lot of girls. I know a couple girls that like making their men upset just so they can have the makeup sex.
Oh, they like the hate fucking. A lot of people they like the hate fucking. Like, you know, when you go out. You know when you break up with someone, but you still fucking them for like four weeks after?
Yes. You know? It's like, bitch, I hate you. I hate you. You ruined my life. Like, why are you still here? But it's like, I'm going to still hit you up for it.
That's how it
be. It's just, I wouldn't say all females are like that. Like I said, I'm definitely not like that. I can't take attitude from nobody. I can't take mouth or lip from no one either. And it's not like I can't really have anyone really tell me what to do in general in life. other than authoritative figures. Like, unless you're my boss or you're my parents, I can't have nobody tell me what to do, because that's just my own problems. But yeah, so in essence, Dom, you hit the nail on the head. Girls just like seeing that dominance.
Got another scenario.
Oh God.
All right, so dude slides in a girl's DM saying, "Hey, when are you gonna let me take you out?" She responds, "Whenever you want to take me to Ruth Chris."
Bro, have I told you? Is this my scenario? Did I tell you this story?
Yes.
Well, if you want to put yourself out there,
bro. Oh my, bro. I couldn't do nothing but chuckle.
Well, I told Dom this. I'm like, the first thing when Dom, we went on the docket and he mentioned this, I was all like, what? Ratchet? How ratchet is that?
Every story that I ever put up is always probably a nigga that I know.
Basically.
except for the email jump. That was not a dude I know. I don't claim him. But I kind of it's more of the, we're at the generation where females say, "I know my worth," yada 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 yada. So I just want to
my own.
You said what?
I ain't even been to Ruth Chris on my own yet.
Facts. Bitch, you gonna take a lady now.
But go ahead, Dom. Finish what you were saying.
But I just want to. I think it just goes down to, you know, how females say, "I know my worth," yada yada yada. But Reah, I want you to break that down when females say, "I know my worth," and if you can't, I'll go with what I would say back to when a female says, "I know my worth, take me back."
So you're saying in a scenario where a girl's all like, "I think I deserve this because this is my worth." So well, first of all, I want to say, if Ruth Chris is your work, bitch, you ain't shit. I'm so sorry. You have no, you are ratchet and you ain't got no taste. I was telling Dom, at least offer like So Good to Chow, Chima, something. I don't know. I'm just like,
they both
Ruth
around
Chris,
the same price though. I don't get you on
before?
That. They both around the same price though.
They are, but I feel like Ruth Chris is just such a basic ass restaurant. I'm sorry, but if y'all also know,
say basic ass high end restaurant. Please say that.
Okay, it's for a basic ass restaurant. It's expensive. When I went, that shit was $170. Like there's better restaurants to go to, like Eddie V's or whatever, if y'all want to spend money. And DC has a billion other places to go to rather than Ruth Chris and go to a basic ass steakhouse.
The one that people drop though, you know, it's the one that people.
I'm like, in my opinion, if you name drop as a food snob, I will think you are the lamest fuck. I was like, you are so unoriginal. If you name drop Ruth Chris, yeah, because I'm a food snob. I'm like, you can't be doing Ruth Chris. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'd rather just have a Philly cheesesteak or something.
Hey, males out there, do not listen to her. Ruth Chris is top notch. So,
go to Eddie V's. If you're in the DMV area, go to Eddie V's. Go to Del Frisco's. We have so many better restaurants. We got bourbon steak, all that, and it requires
the point of the fact is, I ain't even met you yet, and I'm trying to take you out, and you over here telling me where we going.
Facts.
Well,
this is my rebuttal, goddamn.
See, those type of joints though are the ones that just looking for a meal though. You know what I'm saying? Those type of joints not trying to go out trying to get nutty. They're going to tolerate you for a night and get a meal.
They looking.
See, I've never heard any.
They looking for a motherfucker to spend that bread.
I don't know any girls who, and I've heard of, but I don't know of any girls who like will try to just get a quick meal out of a guy. Now, those are the type of girls who have, I'm so sorry, but no other time on their hands. I understand you making a hustle, but I'm like, at least waste your time with somebody you like. Like, if the meal doesn't end up working out, then that's fine. Like, if the date doesn't work out.
I don't think they got to eat somehow.
I think those girls that are reaching for the stars like Ruth Chris, I don't think they're looking for males, because obviously if she has the confidence to say that, that means she got motherfuckers trying to take her places, but it's not Ruth Chris. You know what I'm saying? So she can get a meal.
At that point, to me, and I'm sorry, chick, if she watches this, I'm so sorry, girl, baby girl, but you, first of all, your standards are low for St. Ruth Chris. Second, you sound way too, I'm just saying you could do better. And on top of that, you clearly,
she is the one that bought the Christian Dior.
She don't know no other restaurants, but also she sounds insecure. If she's trying to prove her worth by a restaurant, I deserve Ruth Chris. How about I deserve your time? I deserve you to give me your undivided attention. I deserve something other than, Bitch, you deserve a $40 steak and a side of mashed potatoes.
All right, time out. Now, see, I wanted to tell fellas a story that have not been to Ruth Chris. So I grew up in a small town. Ruby Tuesdays, Glory Days was a shit back in the day, right?
Glory Days, though. Don't shit on Glory Days.
Glory Days. I live right next to Glory Days. And that was my shit in high school.
But let's be honest, it's mid-tier when you come to Northern Virginia. Of course. When I was living in Culpeper, that shit was like lit. Like that was top. I didn't know anything about Ruth Chris. So I go to Ruth Chris, I take a jump. This is once again 6 years ago. Same joint. Wildin'.
You joined the Ruth Chris 6 years ago at 20? Golly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're taking girls out,
don't listen to the years. 4 years ago. So regardless, I was not making no money to go to no damn Ruth Chris.
You should ask you. Fuck.
So we go, right? Obviously, she already been because she wanted to go. We go. I sit down. Remind you, Reah said $40 steak. Lie. So we sit down, right? So you know me, I'm looking at the menu, and you know when you go to Glory Days, Ruby Tuesday, stuff like that, your entree always comes with at least one side, sometimes two sides.
Yeah, it doesn't. These don't. You gotta buy your side.
So, buy your side. I see the cheapest steak, right? Which was like 5 ounces. I swear to you, max 6. I say, can I get this steak? Whatever the steak was. The shit was $54. Niggas still remember it. To this day. So it was $54. So my ass say, does it come with sides? Can I get mashed potatoes, broccoli? My girl looked at me like, nigga, are you sick?
Just embarrassed me.
She started laughing and shit, like pissed off. The sides was fucking $12.
Yeah.
So I got like mashed potatoes and like broccoli, whatever. But long story short, Ruth Chris is not cheap. You need to stop playing with Ruth Chris.
It's not cheap, but for what the price is, you can do so much better at so many better restaurants. Like I feel like with that, there's especially DC. Like I consider myself like a huge DC foodie. There's so many more beautiful, like lower, like what I mean by lower, like chain. It doesn't need to be a chained restaurant like that, you know, where it's like a franchise out place. But I mean, regardless, I just feel like for her to try to prove her worth by a restaurant, is just.
This is my thing though. I want a girl that fucking say that shit to me, right? Whole time I probably won't say this back, but for real, I would love for a guy to be like, "Why do you think you deserve it?" And you know what her response is gonna be? I know my worth, and I'm a bad bitch. First of all, I haven't even met you. There's thousands of millions of bad bitches. What separates you from them? You know what I'm saying? Like that is low key an investment.
See, then my answer would be you got to take me out to Ruth Chris to find out what makes me what separates me. You got to come with the comebacks. A chick will be quick like that. Where it's all like, if you take me to Ruth Chris, you'll find out what separates me from bad. It's
like. So look, here go a better scenario that. Look,
I'm hot
on the podcast. On the podcast, like if I'm inviting you out, I already know in my mind I'm paying. This is on me. Like I'm inviting you, I'm borrowing your time, whatever. Like I plan on doing that. If for some reason you want to split the tip or pay for the tip or split the bill, and we go back and forth, whatever. That's a nice gesture enough already. Anyways, I went on a date one time, bro. I've never ever had this to me. Like we went to eat. I didn't. I was like, I asked for the bill and I was like, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I don't know if she thought that I was trying to bam out on the bill, but when I came back, the bill was split. She I already paid for my half. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I was like, I got this. Like, I had already bought all of our drinks at the bar and shit. Like, while we were waiting and shit. But I have never, ever in my life had a woman besides this one time do that. And I thought it was the most like mind-blowing thing in my entire life. Like, going in there expecting it and then like to pay for it and then having it split. I was the first and last time that shit has ever happened to me. I wasn't expecting that, and the next time I wouldn't expect that, but I thought that was the coolest shit in the world.
What do you do in your situation when I think we talked about it a lot of podcasts ago, when you're about to pay for the bill and the lady says, all right, I'm gonna pay half of it, right? Obviously the first thing you do, say no.
Yep.
She tries again, say no. My rule is if you try that third time, all right, bet.
Uh-huh.
Do you have like a rule or like you 100% like I'm paying for that shit? Fuck that shit.
So normally if I get it like a third time, I'll be like, I'll get the bill, you get the tip. Something like that.
But that's not
that's
equal.
The sweet one. See, I like that.
That's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because if she keeps
I'm going third time, you bet. This what you order, nigga.
I just like I don't know what it is. I feel like I owe it to like I have to get the bill. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why I think that way. That's just how I am. Like I feel like I gotta get the bill. So if you want to contribute, it's like us going to the movies. I get the tickets, you get the snacks. You know what I mean? Like,
the snacks the most expensive thing.
Yeah, well, whatever. You know what I mean? Or like,
hey, he here with it though. Stop playing. You don't know that.
Like shit like that is what I mean though. Like I'll get the bigger part of it. If you want to show that you are willing to do that or whatever, then that's fine. You can throw your little $25 out there. That's cool. And I respect that. That's enough for me already.
Yeah.
I just think what's crazy is females who expect their meals to be paid for. Once again, I can't come from a common ground because I will never, ever expect. I will never tell a man I expect. Because if she were to be like, I expect you, I deserve to go to Ruth Chris, I'd be like, I'm going to just cook you dinner instead. We just going to have dinner at home. Like, I'm going to get us 2 Hungry Man meals and we're going to call it a day, girl. Like... like, don't please. I feel like that is just so terrible. And I feel like that just kind of puts this generalization again on these females where it's like everything we work for, where we can pay for our own stuff, we can do for our own stuff. And then those other girls who are sitting there like, no, like you got to pay for my stuff. Like I expect for all my dinners to be paid. I'm like, I've been dating Rainier for 2 years and I still never expect for him to pick up the bill ever. I always are like, I'll Venmo him or something and he'll be surprised if I Venmo him, or I'm like, we're going half or whatever. Sometimes he will go out to dinner and he'll just be like, oh, babe, I got it. And I'm like, shook. I'm like, oh, snap. Like, he's like, yeah, I'll make it into a date. I'm like, oh, that's so nice.
And a relationship is different. Like, if we ain't for years,
relationship hella different.
You getting the next one, or we splitting it. I don't give a yeah. Oh, good. Like,
you can't be paying for all the dinners and then all of a sudden we date and you're like, bitch, you paying for this one because I got the last 7.
Like,
switch up.
After like a year, I'm like, hey, you trying to throw in on this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's up? Like, if I'm farting around you, you definitely splitting the bill. Like,
I really think social media effed all that stuff up. Because if you think about it, 4 years ago, we would fucking go to Chipotle and post that joint. Now, only time we post food
back then, though, Dom.
Yeah, but I'm saying we never seen it. But then again, that might have just all my followers or people that I follow probably was at my age as far as had around the same amount of money as me. But I'm just back to what I was saying. Like, I think now we're at the age where the only time you post food is if it's expensive. You know what I'm saying? Because these females out here are dealing with, they're paying for their food themselves, but we're competing against fucking celebrities. You know what I'm saying? If you live in Northern Virginia, I would say at least if a girl's an 8 and up, she at least has had one dude with a blue check sliding her DMs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but motherfuckers getting blue checks are being lawyers these days. That blue check ain't worth the shit anymore either.
True.
You know what I mean? I be seeing people with 2,000 followers, blue check. Boy, what do you do?
Yeah, Pete, what is it? We got bench warmers and stuff with blue checks too. Yeah. About like third string and they say blue check just because their name is all the way down at the bottom of the roster. I'm like,
okay, but they still getting bread. Like, you know what I'm saying? They make what I make name and then I do in a year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But nonetheless, I mean, it is what it is. That's not the point. I don't know. I've never been big. Like, I'm cool with going out on dates. I'd rather do other shit. I'd rather spend that $200 doing something else besides food. Like, good food is good. You know what I'm saying? Do that once in a while. Let's do something different, though. Like,
but I hear you, Tyke, but like, for real.
But what else can you do?
What the fuck else can you do?
I mean, no, there's so many dates, but it also depends on what you're part of. In my opinion, I feel like everyone has one common love. And for the most part, that common love is always food, and you can always talk about it. And I also feel like dinners are also easier ways to cut dates short. Because it's like, you're going to have a drink, you're going to maybe get an app, have dinner, maybe a dessert, and that's it. And then you can get the fuck. And it's like, it's not like, anything that's too prolonged. Get the fuck so, out. There's always an end to a meal.
Nah, the good joints be when you get that food, and then it's usually going smooth, and you just keep getting drinks. You know what I'm saying?
That's the best part. You move it to the bar. It's like, let's just keep getting some drinks.
Yeah.
Then your bar tab 200 plus.
Yeah, I know, but then you tease, so it's all good. Deal with that joint tomorrow.
Hey, drunk fucking signing your shit like, oh,
yeah,
$200, $50 tip.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Hey, yo, how much should we give him?
Oh shit.
Oh, most motherfuckers. Well, I used to be a server, so give him 25.
Bruh, facts.
I'm like, I am motherfucking server, motherfucker. Like,
all right. We're gonna end it with this scenario. We're gonna say screw everything else. Are y'all cool with this?
Yeah.
The other two?
Right, yeah.
All right. So I was I ain't gonna say the bar. So I went out. This was fucking Tyke. This is a Sunday when we got like fucking bottles and shit, right? So Tyke, I would love to know what you would have done. And Reah, I would love to know what you would have done too. So I get a bottle, whatever. Let's just say it was a couple $100. We'll keep it there. And the Jones says suggested tip $60.
Mm-hmm.
When I see suggested tip and it adds to the bottle, boom. I'm like, all right, that's her tip. All right, I'll give it $20. Boom. So I'm talking to my man. He was like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, throw 20. So I'm thinking I'm good. The next day, I left something at his house. I go to his house. I pick it up. He tells me the bottle service girl says, oh my God, your fucking man's so cheap. He only left me a $20 tip. So me, like, that shit hit my pride. Like, I ain't a broke nigga. Like, I got, just say, you know what I'm saying? So that shit hurt. I was like, damn, she think I'm broke. All right. So I slide in their DMs and
I'm dead.
I say, okay, well, I'll shut up. So at that point, Tyke, would you let it breathe or would you hit her up?
You better than me already.
I know, right?
Because hold up, motherfucker.
She was saying I only left a $20 tip. So in my head, that suggested tip wasn't a tip.
When the joint, when you out to eat and it say tip included, that's your tip.
But that joint says suggested tip though. That's the shit that fucked me up. It was suggested.
Yeah, was the tip already included in the bill though?
That's what I thought. But then again, I was a little drunk. I wasn't that drunk, but in my head, I'm like,
so if it was, see, you got to read the bill. The joint.
It said suggested.
Yeah, I know. So suggested probably didn't mean that it was included. So you probably fucked up and should have tipped her 60. But at the end of the day, bitch, you got 20. I ain't sliding in DMs.
You said 20?
I just spent enough money at this motherfucking bar already.
So look at this. I hit her up, slide in DMs. Wow.
You wild.
So
wow,
I say,
so
I say, hey, sorry about the other night. I thought the suggested was included in the tip. So that's why I only threw you whatever, da-da-da. She responds. She says, actually, the suggested tip was my tip. And the extra tip was for my ladies, the bottle service girls. So in my head, I'm like, bro, I hit you up for no fucking reason. Because that's what you deserve. You ain't getting no more.
Wow.
So you gave her an additional 20 on top. So you gave her $80 a tip.
Yes. So
you were right.
Yeah. So she ended up getting $65, right? Because let's say it's 4 bottle girls. She busted 20 down, $5 each. So since I'm already here, I'm like, fuck. I could have said okay and never talked to her again.
Dumb. You did not let this bitch hustle more money out of you.
Facts.
Oh, hell no. Oh my God.
I threw her another X amount of money. It wasn't a lot of money, but I threw her some money. You know what I'm saying?
Was she cute at least?
Good. She just said you were good.
Was she cute?
It gets worse.
Oh,
so after I throw the bread, right? My boy hits me up and he was like, yo, you a good man. I was like, oh, what you talking about? He sends me a screenshot. He says, hey, my boys are coming through next tomorrow. Make sure you get him on your table. He'll slide you some money. She says, this is the shit that pissed me off. She says, nah, your boy already threw me a little amount or a little tip or whatever. So he's good. And I'm like, bitch, what I sent you was not a little, goddamn it. So in my head, I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. I will never do that shit again, bro.
Off the record, after we're done with this, I gotta know what bar this is at. But because maybe I gotta become a bartender or a bottle service girl there. Because if I'm hustling money out of my fucking patrons like that, damn.
Bro, that's what I don't understand about joints.
Niggas got finesse.
Half of these joints are making good bread.
Like, bro, listen. I talked to a.
Instead of wasting that money on fucking bullshit, you could be saving it and take yourself to fucking Ruth Chris.
Bottle service girl. She said in the fucking summer, my nigga, guess how much they make in a week?
They make so much money.
Close to $2,000, nigga. I say, yo, they make bread, bro.
They make so much bread, dog.
All right, last question of the day. Tyke, if your girl was not a bottle service girl when you met her and she asked you, would you confront her about it or would you let it slide?
I've had this conversation before. It depends on how I feel about my girl. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is I know the stigma that it carries. You know what I'm saying? Like, I trust you, you know, whatever, but it's just something about you just getting dolled up to press your titties out and put your shit and push your shit up your ass for some money. And you know what I mean? It's just like, damn,
I'm so dead. Take it, push your titties.
Like, you think we that broke? You gotta go do this? Like, you got all the weekends. Like, hold on, I'm trying to watch a movie. You going to motherfucking Wilson? Hold on. I don't know, man. That shit, I could do it, but it's just like, damn, you feel like you gotta do this first of all, and like, damn.
How about a bartender at one of the clubs? Because it is a little bit different, but at the same time it's not. Because a lot of the bartenders be wearing almost the same thing that the bottle girls be wearing, and they be poking their ass out, if not more, to get more money.
Hey, what do they say all the time? Hold up. Y'all see me?
Yeah.
What they say all the time? You ain't gonna find your wife in the club. So what the fuck? You think I'm gonna find her working there? Hell no.
Hey, niggas gonna try.
You might end up falling in love in the club.
Man, those type of women, man, break your heart. They seem.
I've wanted to do bottle service, but just out of respect.
But imagine, bro, like your girl's a bottle girl when John Wall come in there, motherfucking.
She's fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably getting tagged.
You think?
I don't think so,
bruh.
She's probably they're exchanging Instagrams. They're probably exchanging Instagrams.
No, imagine this. So I didn't do anything, but I worked John Wall's section tonight. I did. Yeah.
Hey yo, that shit fire though.
And he followed me on Instagram. What?
Yeah, I was gonna say that he followed you on Instagram.
Bruh, I was trying to talk to this joint. I seen that Trey Songz follower. I said, bro, I gotta chill.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what niggas dealing with.
But you wouldn't be like, okay, so let's just take this even further of like,
this shit's sick, bro.
Let's say you're a bottle girl and we got John Wall following her, and then John Wall slides in her DMs or something like that. Some celebrity, I don't fucking know. Sorry, John Wall, I didn't mean to put you out there. I'm just thinking of someone random. And it's just so like, yo, you know, I could give you this amount of money if you send me some photos or something wild like that. I know a celebrity would never, but I'm just saying, if like the thing of money came up and your girl, like let's just say your girl could get a sugar daddy, and the sugar daddy is just like, yo, like, I'll give you bread for some photos, whether it be feet pics or whatever. It's like, I want to give you allowance. How would you feel about that?
No.
Oh, hold up.
That shit's gonna lead to something else.
My girl
it's only gonna lead to something else.
Now, I had this conversation too. If they try to send you money for send you money for your feet, by all means, go.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not fucking with it. Nope.
Really?
It's gonna lead to more. They always gonna want more.
So it doesn't have to.
But move them a little bit more. Hold on. There you
I told RJ I want an OnlyFans and take photos of my feet and put them up there and get some money off of it.
That's a little different, but I'm talking about.
But I'm scared y'all gonna judge me.
Nah, bro.
Feet is good.
I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling with anything.
What if your girl asks you to make an OnlyFans, but she says you can be in it with me? You doing it?
What we doing?
Like
what
whatever.
else do you think he doing on OnlyFans?
Nah,
Like-
they ain't fucking trust and believe. I got firsthand experience.
Like,
Oh, they're
like
not fucking on OnlyFans? They're not?
It's not 100% they fucking. Like some just showing like bikini pics and
yeah.
some may finger the pussy, but you gotta pay for it. Like it's not 100% pussy and tits and ass the whole time. A lot of it's covered.
Oh well.
What if it's just like little nudie photos of like y'all being promiscuous, like completely naked?
Look, all I know is people who pay for that shit. I never understand because porn is free.
Yeah.
So like,
Nah, I paid for it in the beginning when it first came out because I was curious.
I gotta know the youngest.
The one I paid for?
Yeah.
It was my baby. It was Rosa. Fuck Rosa Acosta.
I feel like you know all that.
It was Rosa Acosta, man. I used to be in love with her, still am, but I had to unfollow her. But that's a whole nother story. But yeah, it was Rosa Acosta. I seen she talked about it on the Joe Budden podcast. I said, hold on, let me see.
I know exactly who you talking about.
So yeah, I checked it out. Maybe one or two more, but that's about it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
All right, we need to wrap this thing up. Y'all got anything else?
Nah.
Oh yeah, I voted today and shit. That's just crazy.
Oh yay!
I'm going.
It was. So you remember how Beaumont was like? There's not a lot of Trump stickers in Arlington, Virginia. Like just, like out and shit. Bruh, I pull up to the jump, the early voting joint, right? So there's a tent, and they're like, "Go vote here to the left." They're passing out, at least in Arlington, where I was at. They're passing out a Democrat example sheet, like
a ballot, an example ballot,
ballot, basically telling you who to vote for and shit. Like I low key felt like I was like back in college cheating and shit. I said, okay, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here.
Yeah, when you do a mail-in ballot, it's the same thing it tells you. It's all like, if you are looking for a straight like Democratic ballot, this is everything you should be filling in. But
I had like a funny little moment. So for Black people, you'll understand. I seen it was like it wasn't like I don't think obviously wasn't a president or a senator or whatever, but in the bottom right it was like the last jump, and it was, imagine three people, right? So it was like John, fucking Ellen, and then it was Simone. I said, hold up, John and Ellen is black, is circled, but Simone ain't. So I didn't copy there. I voted for Simone.
This guy.
I feel it.
Yeah, so I had to look
I'm dead.
But yeah, I voted and shit.
Yeah, this is gonna be on voting day, but
yeah.
The only reason I was waiting because work gives you like a allotted like 4 hours to like
same.
Where you don't have to like take off. So I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna take what they give me. You know what I'm saying?
This guy. Yeah. You gonna have to wait in line for a while.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just get up. I'm gonna get up as early as I can and just go and get it done.
Just go tomorrow. The joint or actually,
I still think about taking up 4 hours off. I'm just gonna be like, I'm doing something.
If I'm you, I would just take off for 4 and even though you already voted, and chill for 4 hours. That's how I would look at it.
That's what I'm about to do.
I gotta find the joint again. I lost it somewhere.
Yeah. I registered in Arlington, so I just
I jumped to Alexandria. My shit right around here at one of these schools. I just gotta find the form, but
take
it's right around the corner.
Little 4 hours and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
a little hookah for the people.
Probably should do that. That's right.
Because that line about to be crazy, bro.
Bring your hookah with you and just smoke.
It's only one day, right?
Yeah, the election day, like actual.
Yeah.
So we find out that day?
No. It's going to take longer to count all the ballots up.
So it might take like a few days.
I think they said a week. I think it's November.
Yeah,
10th.
they said it's going to take a couple extra days. So
yeah.
But also by the time this comes out, it'll already be past voting day. But we should have said in the last one, you shouldn't be mailing in your ballots anymore. You should be dropping them off because it's going to be too late. USPSB taking way too long. That ain't their fault.
Losing packages and shit.
Mm-hmm. So.
Oh yeah, last thing. The boy about to be Nelly. You feel me? For Halloween. You hear me?
Right.
You're about to what?
About to be Nelly for Halloween.
Are you really?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, that's cute. You gonna get the little.
Yeah, I already got that. Come on now. But that's why I asked y'all. I was like, "Yo, let's dress up for this pod," but y'all was off it. So
Oh, that would have been cute. See, we should have done that for the last one though.
Sure. I didn't have the Nelly joint. I was about to be my.
I was good on the costume.
You should have done sweat and suit.
Saturday. We'll talk about this when we get off here.
Nah, bro, we talking about it for the people. It's like I was saying. All right. Well, if y'all don't got anything to say,
that's it, man.
No, we're good.
Don't forget.
Happy Halloween. Stay safe. Go vote. And we'll be back next week.
And don't forget to subscribe on all of our channels: YouTube, Apple, and Spotify.
Yeah. Hey, y'all really hating on my goatee, man. I think my shit looking all right right now.
I like this. I like it with the chin strap. I like a chin strap better.
Officer Johnny.
Yeah. I look like a fucking hipster.
Nah, I think it's straight. No homo.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
All right. Thank you for watching. Talk
to me.
Podcast.
This guy.